after 2 days, I tore my left Achilles, shouting at myself and cursing myself. So I peed and I peed blood, and I've never had that problem in any ultramarathon that I've run. So I want to do a bit of a rundown of the biggest runs that I've done and my biggest victories, and then what it's taken to get there, because I have really torn myself in two in order to get some of these big results. So there you go. Yeah, so I guess the first and biggest thing that I did with my ultramarathon career was I did 101 loops at Dead Cow Gully. My PB prior to that was 46 loops. I went from 46 loops to 101 loops in one hit, and that was really significant because I was just swimming in the dark. It's like, here's my PB of 46 loops. I hadn't even run 200 miles at that point, and I had set my target on, I want to run 100 plus loops. I want to break 100. Only 2 guys had ever done that prior to me and Phil doing it in 2023. So I was just like, oh well, this is my race. The pieces are in play. The right guys are coming. This is the course where it could be done. But yeah, it was a big jump. And yeah, come the fourth night when Harvey finally tapped out, then it was just me and Phil, and we were, I think it was like 91 loops or something like that. Yeah, then we had to send it to 101. Like swimming in the dark. I was hopeless. I was underfed. I was underhydrated. I had systems in place, but they were not refined. So I was pretty beat up because just dehydrated and malnourished and not enough sleep. But yeah, we got there. So 101 loops in 2023. Hardest part of the 101 loops, it was probably just been so devastatingly tired. Like a big thing in backyard ultra is, what's your perspective? Have you run really big? Because whatever you've run previously, that's going to become your normal. But like if you've only ever run 200 miles and now you're trying to run like 400 or 500 miles, it's like now we've got to expand your perspective, and that is hard. By the fourth night, put my head on the pillow, I would close my eyes, and then all of a sudden I was in like a fully lit room, and I was like, oh, like turn the lights out, and then it's like, what? Open my eyes, and like I'm in a pitch black room. Like I'm going to sleep, and I'm immediately dreaming. So, and like teleporting to some other like dimension. Like everything's so vivid. Like I'm dreaming, but I can't tell what's real and what's a dream. Yeah, then I came back to New Zealand, and a week later I won the crazy midwinter backyard ultra. So I just wanted to take that one super crazy thing, and let's see if we can just like add a little bit. Honestly, that was one of the hardest things I've ever done. It's like, yeah, I've run 101 and now I've run 118, but it's like doing that 101 and then the week later winning another backyard ultra on like a depleted body and mind. Like mechanically I'm fried, central nervous system totally shot, but I'm going to go in and I'm going to have a crack at tearing this one's head off. Ran the first 24 hours, no problem. But I hit 24 hours and I just totally ran out of puff, and I was like dying. Yeah, I'm just like beside myself. I pushed way too hard in the first 24 hours, maybe got a little bit cocky that I'd done this 101 the week before and thought I was like 10 foot tall and bulletproof. And then we jump into this next one. I run 43 loops in the end, but from 24 hours to 43 hours, I really had to battle. Like I almost gave up multiple times. I fried myself. I was shouting at myself in the forest, and like David Goggins type stuff is very atypical for me, but I was like shouting at myself and cursing myself. I'm like, you deserve this. You got too cocky, but your legs haven't quite given up yet. You're not going to win this one. But I'm going to keep you out here, and I'm just going to whip you to death because you deserve this. Hours went by through the Sunday on that race, and then, but yeah, we got into the Sunday night. And I was like, oh, well, there's only 5 of us left. I can win this. And so yeah, I was just like, well, let's take it into the darkness and let the other boys defeat themselves, and that's what they did. And so it didn't get into the light of Monday morning, and I got that win. And so 101 the first week, and then 9 days later, 43 loops, so that's 144 loops, and I think it's 960 something kilometers in the space of 2 weeks for just shy of 1000k of running. That was pivotal for me becoming a pro ultra runner, because I had set the goal to become a pro ultra runner only 18 months before, and getting the pro sponsorship off the back of it, it was like the final part of the puzzle. Next hardcore thing I think I've done, probably could be one of the most hardcore things I've done, is I finally won the Tarawera 100 mile race, which is like, it's the biggest ultra marathon festival here in New Zealand. I just won my first World Series race at Kosciuszko only a few months before, so like to win one World Series race in Australia and then come back home to New Zealand and win another World Series 100 mile race is just like super significant. I got to 120 k's into the 100 mile, so 40, oh yeah, I think it's 163 k's or something, and 43 k's to go. And oh man, I was in just so much pain. I went into like one of the major aid stations, and I come out and I'm just doubled over in pain. And then I'm like, oh, I need to pee. So I peed, and I peed blood, and I've never had that problem in any ultramarathon that I've run before. And it's like, wasn't just like strawberry lemonade. It was like, no, this was blood. It was straight blood that I was peeing. And I was like, oh, that's not good. And I was in like crippling pain. So I was doubled over in pain, and I was peeing blood. And I was like, I've like torn my bladder or something. I'd been leading for the last, like, I don't know, 70 k's without even seeing anybody else. So I carried on, but I'm not running as fast as I was, and I'm starting to really, really slow down. Every like kind of 100 meters, I'm stopping to pee blood or just bend over in pain. Like I'm not doing well. With about 25 k's to go, I know someone else was just about to probably come around the corner and pass me and take first place off me. And I had a bit of a cry to myself. I was like, oh no, I was gonna win, and now I'm not gonna win. And I had a little pity party for myself, and then I was like, nah, pull your head out your ass. It's like, you can do this, you just gotta go. Now go, go, go. And I went from like a walk / stagger to just like, now we're doing 4-minute 20 k's. Getting down to like, 4-minute 15 k's up to like 4:30 per k. So like at that point in the 100 mile race, like we're booking it. And then we just send it all the way home. And I think second place was just about to get me at that point. Found out that all that pain that I was in, I'd torn both of my adductors and my rectus abdominis, so my abdominal muscles, off the bone. So I'd torn everything off the pubic symphysis, where all of those guys join on. And so the last 40 k's that I was running, I was in, debilitating pain, because I had torn both my adductors and my abs off the bone, which I guess makes that win all the more significant, because it was 40 kilometers to close out that 100 mile race, and just like some of the worst pain I've had in my entire life. I don't think there's anything that goes through my head that allows you to stop like that. That's not an option. You finish what you start by any means necessary. A year ago next month that we ran at Dead Cow Gully, that I ran the 118 loops, which assisted Phil getting the 119 loops, which is still the world record. Like, nobody's broken that. I thought it was going to get broken once or twice since then, but yeah, nobody's managed to break our world record, so that still stands. So still ranked number 2 in the world, which I'm really happy about. But yeah, I had a few little issues in the first like 24 to 48 hours of the race. After 2 days, I tore my left Achilles about 50 hours into the race, and I thought, yeah, I might have maybe 5 hours left in this race. But yeah, once an Achilles goes, it's pretty much all over, Red Rover. Like, your race is done. But yeah, I just kept on pushing, and I don't know, looking after it, massaging it with anti-inflammatory creams, and yeah, putting some wedges into my heels and stuff, and just trying to look after it however I could, really altering my gait. And somehow I just managed to run another, like, I don't know, 68, 70 hours on that torn left Achilles, which biomechanically, physiologically, that shouldn't have been possible, but I still managed to do it. I was very mechanically compromised. And so yeah, by the time we got into that final night, like from loop 103, I think it was loop 103 to 119, it was just me and Phil. So I'm out there in the darkness by myself, because he's running fast, I'm barely running at all. Because my legs don't work, I'm getting in with like 2 minutes to spare, 1 minute to spare, 30 seconds to spare before they've got to throw me back out on the next loop, and I've got to do it all over again, which, yeah. In a backyard ultra, that sit down time is your only respite. Yeah, we finally got to 117 loops, we completed that, so we broke the world record together. Both completed 118 loops, but I think I came in from loop 118 with like maybe 30 seconds to spare. It was basically like, sit down, here's a drink, right, cool, get back out there. And yeah, I stumbled out onto loop 119. I made a couple 100 meters and then just like totally collapsed. Yeah, my body was done. I had endured the most suffering I've ever endured. It was so relentless. I hated that night so much. And you try not to check your watch, because if you check your watch, then time starts to just stand still. So you try not to check your watch at all. Try not to check your watch, and you finally check your watch. You're like, yeah, I think I've been going pretty good. It must only be a few hours left of the night. And you're like, oh no, it's only midnight. Sun doesn't rise for another 7 hours. Oh no. And yeah, it's not a good time. So that 118 loops, oh, she was a cooker. So yeah, that's some of the most hardcore stuff that I've done in my ultramarathon career so far. And all of those results are going to be replaced by a whole heap of new victories and new records. And yeah, I guess we'll be doing this kind of video again sometime in the future with all the new stuff.